What's up, guys? It's Aaron. So, this week's topic is fears of transitioning. Um, I guess I'll start with like the kind of social interaction fears part, because that's really where most of my fears came from. Uh, you know, bathroom issues, fears with that, fears with using the men's room. At first, when I started to transition, they weren't too horrible. I did have a really bad experience where, long story short, I was cornered in a men's room in a Walmart in upstate New York, and the guy went off talking about, said something about how there's fags outside and you really need to teach them a fucking lesson, and he started pounding his fist into his hand. So I wasn't sure if he was targeting me or, if he was just not all together with it. So ever since then, I have had a lot of anxiety and fear when I go into um, a public restroom, just because I don't know if I'm gonna get harassed or beat up. And my therapist said that that's probably something that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life, which really sucks. Um, and I mean, even now, 6 months plus on hormones, I still get huge anxiety when I go into a men's room if there are other people in there. So that's something that kind of really sucks, but I'm working through it. Fears of rejection. I was terrified to come out to my friends at first because I wasn't sure how they were gonna react. I kind of figured I might lose some friends, but I actually had a better coming out experience as trans than I did coming out as a lesbian. Because I came out as a lesbian in high school, and one of my best friends didn't talk to me for a week. Um, so that was really horrible. But, when I came out to all of my friends as trans, no one really had an issue with it. I mean, people didn't understand, they didn't really know what it was. Um, so that was just a matter of explaining it and explaining, what I needed from them. But, that went really well. Family, I haven't formally come out to my family yet, but they all know, and they're all very supportive. So that's been awesome. I still have anxiety though when I come out to new people, when I come out to people that don't know. Um, I guess not coming out to new people, but coming out to people that I know in my life. But um, because if you think about all of the people that you know, old family friends, neighbors, teachers, people that you went to school with, all of those people, um, having to come out to them. I'm really bad at doing that. I have come out to a few people recently, who have known me in the past. So that it's a start. It's a start, and I think with every coming out process, as people know, when you first do it, the first few people you come out to, you're like shitting your pants about it because you're so scared, and then after a while, for the most part, you see that you're not really getting any negative reaction, so it just gets easier with time. Um, so that's been coming along. So I guess those are really my fears socially wise. Taking hormones, um, I really didn't have any fears. I mean, if you want to call them fears, I was worried that my hair was gonna fall out. Um, but I have a pretty full head of hair. My hairline has changed a bit, I think, but I'm fine with how it is. I was worried that I was gonna get a really hairy back and a really hairy chest, and as of this point, I don't really have either. Like, I don't really have too much hair on my back, which I'm pretty happy about because I really don't want a super hairy back. And same with my chest. I don't really want a crazy hairy chest. And I mean, I'm definitely getting hair on my chest and stomach, so we'll see kind of how that goes. And I guess it's probably a bit more awkward right now because I still have um these things on my chest. So that's a bit like weird, but it is what it is. Acne was another thing I was a little bit worried about getting because I've always had such nice skin. So, to be 21 years old and getting acne, I was kind of worried about that. And I do, like, I have been getting a little bit, But honestly, compared to a lot of guys, I really have nothing to complain about. Um, it's been very well maintained. If anything, I'll break out along my chin, along my jawline. That's really it. So I'm very thankful about that. Another thing that I was worried about that has kind of happened a bit is my singing voice. Uh, it's very hard now for me to sing. I mean, certain times, certain days, certain songs I can sing fine, but other than that, a lot of the times I struggle to sing, and my voice will crack and do all this crazy stuff. So that's been kind of upsetting to me. But hopefully in time, because there are still the certain times, certain songs where I can sing fine. So I'm assuming that all hope is not lost, and it's just some training that I need to do. And I have a bunch of friends that said, oh, I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. So, you know, I have them to fall back on. Other fears. I mean, not so much as a fear, but I've heard things with sexuality kind of changing around and shifting, and I have been kind of monitoring that. Um, so things are kind of interesting in that realm, which it's a bit scary because it's kind of new and changing and shifting. Um, but I'm trying not to worry too much about that, and not, I guess, get turned off by anything that is happening to me. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the Christmas tree that I have in the background, right there. Um, yeah, so for those of you that celebrate Merry Christmas, I hope you had a good one. Um, but yeah, that's it for my fears of transitioning. Subscribe, um, comment on the videos, you know, ask us questions, anything. Do it up, guys. Alright, have a good one. New Year's is this weekend, so I hope everyone has a happy and safe New Year's Eve. Alright, later, guys.